Hey, good evening to all of you. Donna.
Hey!
It's
So
another
happy it's Monday again.
right? Another fabulous start to the week. And so tune in for Monday Mojo. We'll get you started for sure. So please check in with us, say hello in the chat, let us know how's your mojo today. And I learned something new, LaDonna. So look, thumbs up. And you can tell us, okay, if you're doing this at home, thumbs up and just give us, your thermometer. Like, how's it going for you? What is your mojo feeling like? Is it some days we're a little bit like wonky? Sideways, right?
Yeah.
So what is your mojo feeling like? So it's okay, but this is a great way to just kind of like close your eyes and feel, okay, right now in this moment, how do I feel? And just let your body tell you.
That's right. That's right. And we want them to be thumbs up every time, but we know every once in a while you're getting a little wonky, but just remember those tips we've been giving you.
I think for me, it's right now because I'm, almost getting ready for dinner. I'll be having dinner after the show, so I think I'm like
Me
this.
too. Me too.
Awesome. But we have a very special guest today, Sydia Colbert. She is the face of the nonprofit organization, the Los Angeles Society. And so that is who we've been partnering with for the all month of August fundraiser. So I know she's waiting somewhere here in the background in the studio. So hopefully we'll be able to bring her on and showcase her because she's got a fantastic story to tell. And we're so excited to learn more about her today. All right. So hopefully you like that thermometer exercise and share with us what is your outfit of the day. So LaDonna, talk to us. So what are you wearing today?
Well, because of our fundraiser, I know that their colors are pink and black. So I pulled out my black cameo with the lace, and I had my pink and purple top on, and some new pink and silver tone earrings. And I always had to show up with a little bit of bling bling. Look here. And it's going to be on the website very quickly, very soon. And it's stretchy. Look. I love it that it's stretchy, easy to put on, take off, matches everything. The clear bling bling. Love it. And
That does.
new nails. I was so excited to get my new nails today, get my nails done.
That is
That always
fabulous.
excites me, isn't it?
That is
how
fabulous, Madonna.
silly the little things that make us happy. My nails are one of those things.
Exactly. I love it. And it looks like you got two tones, right? You got like two
I
different color crystals.
did. I
Fancy.
always let my nail tech Steven always pick out my nail color. So I never know what I'm getting. And he always takes it so serious too. But this is what he came up with, and it fits me awesomeness. So,
And it
how
matches the
about
outfit.
you?
Yeah, I love it. I love that the nails color match your blouse. So he did a great
Yes,
job with like picking the accent color, you know. So that's a trend these days. That's a big trend to do your nails one
yes,
color and then have like an accent color. So
yes. And I just, you know what? I really don't care what he picks from me for me. And it's really cool for him because he gets to pick. Nobody lets him pick, so it's
ah,
awesome.
that's right. So he gets to put his own creative spin on it. That's wonderful. Wonderful. To
Yes.
know. Well, big shout out to you, Steven. Steve.
Yes.
What's the name
So,
of the
how about
salon?
your outfit?
What is the name of the salon that he works at?
He is at a salon here in Sherman, Texas, and it is called Solar Nails, and he's only been doing it for like 3 years, and he is so fantastic and takes such pride, and he's young, and he just takes his time, and I love it. And I get a free glass of wine out of it. So there you
Do you
go.
really? Oh, wow. Does Mark ever join you for like you maybe like a
No, I
pedicure?
wish you would, but the way we were raised, that wasn't a man thing to do. And I wished he would get out of that um, frame of mind because it would do him such a wonder to go get a pedicure. I've
A
always wanted him to
pedicure?
go get a pedicure.
Yeah. I know many
So,
men that do a pedicure. I mean, he's on his feet. I mean, their feet are sore, and they do like a massage and a foot bath. It's not just like
yes, and there was like 3 or 4 men in there today that are carpenters. So this they came in and got their nails done, and they have a 2 hour lunch because of the weather because it's so hot here. So they came in and had their pedicures done, and I loved it. Seeing them there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, one day I'm going to get Mark to do it, but we'll
well, maybe
see.
you can introduce Mark to this group of guys, and they can all go together as like a club.
Oh no, it was kind of my pleasure of entertaining them for my 2 hours.
Now's the real reason why you go, LaDonna. Now I see. So I'm wearing this beautiful floral top. I just love this color
I do
and
too.
yellow. And then I got these new earrings to go with it. Look, my
I
yellow.
love the earrings. Yes, love it. And I love all the flowers.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Different kind of prints. And yes, so we have a very special guest today, Sydia Colbert. So she's just arrived in our studio. I love saying that. She's arrived in our studio. So please, everyone, welcome Sydia. Here we go. There she is. You made it. Sydia, can you hear us? We did have you outside for a minute ago, and it was perfect.
Uh-oh, maybe she can't hear us. We're having technical difficulties, and sometimes that happens.
Sydia, if you can, go back outside. Because the lighting was great. You looked great. We could hear you. So let us know when you're ready, and we'll bring you back on screen.
I think she's moving.
You never know what you're going to get on Monday Mojo. But you know what? LaDonna has taught me to always stay in my mojo regardless.
That's
Like, I
right.
really love your tips, LaDonna, each and every week.
Life will throw us curveballs. It's just essential to handle them correctly.
Aha, I like that. Very good. Excellent. So yes, so join the conversation. Let us know what is your outfit of the day. We are featuring Sydia today because she's going to talk us about the fundraiser. She actually has a big event. She's from New York, and she's doing a big back to school fill a backpack fundraiser in her area this weekend. So what are some activities that you're doing? Are you doing any sort of like back to school drives? LaDonna and I were just talking. We just came from 2 weeks of tax free shopping, so that was amazing.
Yes, that was amazing. It was, I seen a lot of people coming and going. And even when I usually do my shopping earlier in the mornings, um, there were still a big crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it helps. It helps a lot, to have tax-free shopping to help with those costs of like back to school supplies and whatnot. So, yeah, so we're going to be talking to Cydia in just a few minutes about how she started the Los Angeles Society. That's her nonprofit. How is the fundraiser coming up? This is her seventh year running this fundraiser. So I think
It's
she's been,
amazing.
I know she's been around the block a few times. I think she knows what she's doing with
She's
and
probably gotten the hamster wheel down where it's a smooth machine by now. Sometimes it takes a few times of doing something before it's well done.
exactly,
But I bet she has that. And I bet it's such a chaotic, it can be a chaotic thing, I bet, with as many
exactly.
backpacks that have to be filled for the kids. And what a great way to serve the children in that community, though. I don't know, and I've done a lot of reading on the different events, and I knew the event was going on. But do you know, is that like a local thing for her? Like, is it in her like school area, or is it outside? I guess those are questions for her. But yeah, I was
We
just
can
wondering
ask
that.
her. We can ask her right now. Yay!
Hey, we were just talking about you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Cydia, welcome. Oh my gosh. See, outside is great. You have better Wi-Fi outside.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Troubles and struggles of New York.
But thank you so much for taking some time out to be with us. I know you're a very busy lady, so LaDonna and I so appreciate you being here on Monday Mojo.
I appreciate you both having me.
Excellent. And please, we were just talking about outfit of the day. Tell us about your outfit of the day.
So, my outfit of the day is like a choice of this is my third outfit because it's so extremely hot. Um, so, this is my baseball cap. When I don't feel like combing my hair, I just throw on a baseball cap because I have a love for hats. And then, like my Nike shirt, it's like, oh, yeah, well, either I'm going to work out today. And if I'm not going to work out today, then I'm definitely sweating like I am. So, why not just look like I'm working out? Pretty much it. It's
There
my
you go.
comfortable so what is Sunday outfit.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Wonderful. So I was telling everyone that, we got to meet you, Cydia, through Heart Notes. We were in this book together. And I
Yes.
loved it. We submitted your note and we read it last week. If you were all listening, we read the Heart Notes letter, Dear Young People, that Cydia submitted. This book is available on Amazon, so you can buy this book on Amazon. But honestly, I mean, we've been collaborating online, and you and I have messaged back and forth, and we keep in touch. But this is honestly the first time I'm getting to see you face to face.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
So I pulled up because I remember you sent us a flyer of the fundraiser that you're doing this weekend, right? It's this weekend, the 13th.
Yes. It's this coming weekend. Yes, it is.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
tired and excited already. Very much. Like I'm talking about like so very, 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 very tired already. It a lot of work goes into it.
Well, we were just talking about that right before you came on, and one of my questions for you was going to be, and maybe you're going to answer this in your talk, but is this something? I guess Olivia said that you've been doing it for like 7 years, so you probably have it down to a science now. But is this like
Yeah.
in your neighborhood or outside your neighborhood?
Well, I'm originally from Nassau County, Long Island, but I migrated and moved to the city. And so I've been in the city, living in the city, New York City, for about almost 12 years. And so what we do is we go borough. We started just doing it in Manhattan. And one of my board members had an idea, as well as the community, and said, "Well, why don't you travel borough to borough?" So we go around to each borough of the five boroughs, and we bring TLAS, the Los Angeles Society, back to school giveaway there. But now, because we haven't been able to do it for 2 years because of COVID, we circled all the way. We've gone to all the boroughs, all five boroughs, and outside of the 5 boroughs. And now we're circling back to where it started, which is in Washington Heights, Manhattan.
And when you say a borough, I mean, what is that? I'm not
So
familiar with
okay,
that
so
term. I'm
I
sorry.
forgot you guys are not from New York. So a borough is considered is, the city. There's like the city. So we have the city of Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and what else? Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Harlem. Like so, it's all broken into different cities and different
Okay.
boroughs. So it's a 5 boroughs, Queens.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes. Got it. Got it. So 5 different cities or
Yes. So they call them boroughs. Just a little
yes.
fancy name.
Awesome. So tell us about your organization, what it does, how long you've been doing this.
So my organization is has been up and running. This year we celebrate 12 years, and it's been going nonstop for 12 years. I mean, since I started, there's been like foot on the pavement, and we've been going. So it's geared for young people who are less fortunate, that come from less fortunate communities. And what we do is we provide an outlet for young people of all different backgrounds, all different ethnic groups, no matter the color of their skin, no matter the religion you come from, no matter the household, we welcome you. And so it's an outlet for young people to pour into, to plug into, so that they can get a pouring. So most of the times, the young people that we encounter, they're failing in school, they come from single parent households, excuse me, or and they live in communities where we're less, they're less fortunate. And so Los Angeles Society was started 12 years ago by a little girl from Exit 21 named Sydia. And I started it because in my community where I grew up at, we needed something that young people who were voiceless can have a voice, would have someone to speak for them. And so I was one of the Los Angeles in society because of where I come from, one, and two, my history of growing up. And so I said, if you give me, I told the universe, give me to the place where I can give back, and I would nonstop. So that's what I have been doing. And when you come to Los Angeles society, young people from the ages of 13 to 21 are the ages that we service. And now it has been expanded because now we mentor and monitor adults that are older than me, 55. I think the oldest we've had was 55 years old. And we mentor them. We provide guidance. We provide self-care. We provide food. So we feed 200 this past spring. We did 200 families every Saturday from last winter until this spring. And every Saturday we feed 200 families, 200 plus families, and they come and they get fresh produce and they do all these things. And so we're just literally an outlet for the community. It started for young people, and now it's just branched off to be a community outlet. So everyone's allowed to plug into, to get recharged, and yeah, it's amazing.
And how about the homeless? I mean, I read something online about the homeless children.
Yes. So the plot of the Los Angeles Society is stemmed from my own personal story. So from 16 to 21, I moved 21 times. I was a homeless youth. And so I knew what it was to be a homeless youth, and I knew the frustration that it came with. And so I had to figure out a way to get what I was feeling for an outlet for young people in society, to let them know that you aren't the only one, and you won't be the last one. And so we service homeless youth. And so the homeless youth that we service, they're in school systems, they're in the shelter systems. And so we have a partnership with schools, and we have a partnership with the Department of Homeless Services, where we get a printout of the families that are in schools that are homeless, the young people, and then we go service them. Whether it is that they need clothing, whether it is that they need mentoring and monitoring, whether it is that they need shelter, but no matter what it is, if we don't have it, we outsource them to someone who does, excuse me, and that's what we do.
That is
And I
awesome.
say we because I have a team. It's not just myself. I'm just the CEO and founder, but we all know that if the body is not together, if the head is not together, then the body doesn't move, and if the body doesn't move, then the head is all discombobulated. So I couldn't do this by myself. So yeah, I have a team, an amazing team, board of directors who, yeah, they
That's
just
amazing.
they work harder than me.
And
Oh,
it's
that's
right.
awesome to have. Now, does every um, does every state or every community, do they have something like this or similar? Do you know? Or
I would say that there is something in every community. I would say also that there's nothing like the Los Angeles Society. Why I would say that is because most of the shelter systems that are in the communities are ran by people who have never even encountered homelessness. They don't know anything about being homeless. They don't know anything about being hungry. They don't know anything about life struggles. They just know that here's the keys, here's the paperwork, and I want you to run this program, and that's what they do. So they textbook run programs that most of the programs that are in the communities. Los Angeles Society is totally different because everyone that's on my board of directors have encountered something. If it's not homelessness, they've encountered one parent households to where the parents had to struggle, or they encountered domestic violence. They've all encountered things in life to where they can relate to the young people as well as the older people that are coming into Los Angeles society. So I would say we are the one of a kind, and we're very transparent.
Thank you.
that
And it's
is awesome. And I've never heard of a society like this or similar, but I want to run out and go find where ours is to let people know about it where I live at,
Yeah, and wherever
I've
you are, I'll come down. I'll come down and
because
speak to the
I've
young
never
people.
heard of such a thing, but I want to run out and think that maybe other people that need it don't
Yes,
know about it. Yeah.
yes, I agree.
Sadia, Sadia, right? Sadia,
Yes, it's
Sadi.
okay. It's okay. Yes, it's Sadia.
We have been pronouncing it wrong the entire time. I
It's
apologize.
okay. You won't be the first, and you won't be the last.
Sadia, Sadia, I do appreciate all of your transparency, and you've hit a key point here about how you are coming from experience versus the textbook run programs based on
Yes,
theories and whatnot. And and I love that about you, that you're able to bring in people that have encountered homelessness, because it may not be what you and I think. And
right.
what are some of the, I guess, misconceptions around homelessness? What are some circumstances that kind of force people, or that is the option that they have to be homeless? Like, what
And
are some?
so, I mean, when you look into the dynamics of certain neighborhoods, certain communities, the dynamics don't look the same as those who are more fortunate. When you look at the communities where the minorities live, there are youth centers, such as YMCA, such as all these other entities that they charge. I'm talking about anywhere from $500 a week to $1,000 a week. And if you look at the dynamics of a structured household with a single parent, single parents can't even afford to pay rent, can't even afford to buy groceries, and yet now, in order to keep their children off the streets and give their children something productive to do, the only thing to do is to go to a Boys and Girls or a YMCA. But if I can't afford to pay my rent and feed my child already, how am I going to afford $500 a week or $1,000 a week, right? And so. The dynamics of homelessness, it's so crucial, and I think it's such an underwritten text that people really don't understand that literally 82% of children in school systems in the minority communities, in the black and brown communities, they all are staying in shelters. 82% out of 100 are in shelters. And so homelessness plays a huge part in the dynamics of children and families, because if I'm homeless and I'm displaced and I don't know where I'm going to eat, I don't know where I'm going to sleep, how do I focus in school? I can't. I was a seventh grade teacher, and I was able to be on the other side of that as well, and to see students coming to school, they're tired, they're hungry, wanting to know why you want to fill your big book bag up to leave school, because if you're going home, why do you need a full book bag of stuff that we're giving you at 7 p.m. at school? To come to find out, the reason we need that is because they're staying in the shelters, and if you miss a meal, if you miss dinner at the shelter, you don't eat. So there is a huge dynamic, and there's a huge crisis going on, and I believe it's across the world. I just believe also that it's kept quiet because people don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to tackle it. And the best way to tackle it is to get someone who's been on the playing field to come in and to tackle it. You can't get someone that that's textbook. You have to get someone that's been in the trenches, that's been in the mud, who understands what the dynamics of homelessness looks like and what it literally does to a family, and it literally strips a household apart. And one would say, oh, if you live with someone, if you're sleeping in your family's house, then you're not homeless. That is still considered homeless. If it is not yours, if it's not where you reside, if your name is not on the paperwork, if you can't come and go as you please, if you're not comfortable, that you are homeless. Moving pillow to post is you homeless. So if someone can put you out today and say you can't sleep on my couch today, you're considered homeless. And I think the dynamics of that needs to be explored by politicians, by school personnel, just by society, period, so that they can understand what it is, not the textbook side of it, but the actual living through it side of it is.
You are
You
so
know,
courageous in your mission. I just love what you have undertaken and the fact that you have pulled yourself out of the trenches too. I mean, you
Yeah.
put yourself through school. Talk a little bit about that. What was that like?
So I'm the oldest of eight. I'm the only one. At the time that we were, at the time that it was seven of us, so many of us, I can't remember. The time when it was either five, yes, seven, six. Sorry, the time when it was six of us, I was the only one to finish elementary school, high school, and graduate college. I'm now a social worker, and like I said, I'm the oldest of eight, and so we're all step ladders. And now that we're all grown, one of my siblings has gone back to, he has got his GED. Another one of my siblings, she graduated high school, and she's in college. And they're all doing great. They're all doing good. It's just that it's I had to be the example. So, we often say in life, oh, I don't know why I had to go through this. Why me? So it had to be me because I was the strongest one. And I guess the universe knew that I wrote the story, so I could take it. And so I was able to, weather the storm and be that example. And I'm still going. I'm actually, now I am the director of social service for corrections. So it's been amazing. The journey has not been easy, yet it has been worth it.
but you know what I always say? It's all about the journey.
It's all about
Olivia
the
and
journey.
I talk about this all the time. It's one of my, it's my husband's all saying it's all about the journey.
Yes, it is. You got to trust the process.
Yes. And and I know you're rushed for time and I know you're a very busy woman, but I want to reiterate this live because probably not being around this, educated in this, I don't know what dunce of this, but I was never raised in a large city. We live on the
Mhm.
suburbs of Dallas, but not in the city of Dallas. I was raised as a child in a little bitty city, nowhere near a big city. I did not know that there was kids that live on the street when they're not at school with their parents until we traveled north up in
Yeah.
Boston, Maine, in that area several years ago. My husband and I were downtown looking at something, and the school bus stopped, and all of these kids got off the school bus in downtown area, and their parents were there with their little buggies, the grocery carts filled with
Wow.
stuff, and I literally just cried. I had no idea. And here we are spending money on a vacation. It makes you feel
Yeah.
almost guilty, but I never knew there were children that lived on the streets when they were not at school. And, I don't know about in that area, but the, I say the little bit, I think even if there's one person homeless is way too many,
Yeah.
especially living in our society today,
Yeah.
living in the United States. Why in the
Yes.
world do we have
Yes.
homeless people? But
Yeah.
we
And
do.
yes.
And we see them sleeping and, on the side of the road. Okay, there's reasons for it. I don't know if it's their own fault, not their fault. Something led them there. I don't know what, but something did.
Right.
And I just always think there's just not enough resources.
I
And
don't
there's
think so
always a
either.
reason, but it always grasps my heart because you see people, but when you see a child, behind their mom or in front of their mom and dad pushing a buggy and that's all they own. And like in our area, you can't go to the homeless shelter till a certain time. You have to be out by a certain time. There
Yeah.
is no daytime. So in the summer, they just walk the streets, these kids, because there's no place for them.
And
Fortunately,
it's
it's getting a
sad.
little bit better since COVID. At least they get meals through the summertime now through the school districts, and I'm so pleased to hear that. But I hope one day that we don't have homeless people. I
Yeah.
really do.
It's a
Children
wish.
and
It's a wish of
adults,
mine.
and
It's a
we
wish
just
of
have to
mine. It's
keep
a wish of
praying
mine.
for it, right?
Yeah, it's a wish of mine as well. Someone asked me what would I do.
We lost
Oh,
we lost
oh,
Sydia.
oh!
Sydia, I want to hear
I
your
bet
wish.
she was. I bet she was going to say if she had more money than what she knew to do with it, she would make it where no one had to be homeless again. That's what I'm going to pretend she was going to say.
Oh, I wanted to hear her wish.
I know. Maybe she'll come back on.
Maybe she'll come back on. But
Maybe. We just hope. And we are having this fundraiser to help. Please go to the website, use the URL, purchase something. If you find nothing you want to purchase, buy a gift card. 40% of everything you purchase goes back out to her organization to help these kids, to help these adults that need the help. If you absolutely cannot, just share the link. Share the link. You never know who's going to jump on and be able to purchase something. Use this as Christmas gifts. Use the gift cards as Christmas gifts. All of the organizations or bosses that are listening, please buy the gift cards for Christmas gifts. It's coming. Holiday gifts, Halloween, Thanksgiving, families, whatever. Give some way,
birthday.
somehow.
Yeah, birthday special occasions are coming up. And so shop the website homesweethometreasures.net first before you go to the store, before you go anywhere else in support of this fundraiser. And the reason why we want to bring Sydia on is because you could have a name and a face. Like LaDonna and I are like not making this up, right? Like we are
No.
truly looking for different avenues in this virtual space that we're living in to connect with people who are doing things in their community and finding ways to partner with them. Like I myself cannot like be there in New York specifically for this fundraiser or like the backpack drive, but it's definitely giving me ideas of what to do locally here. And also just being able to, okay, like share the link in my own way to my connections, to my colleagues and friends, and letting them know this is available. This is how they can contribute and feel good, right? Feel good about their purchase, that it's being tracked with this link. Like you're very meticulous, LaDonna. You're tracking all the orders, all the purchases with this link to make sure that that contribution goes to the Los Angeles Society.
And since this has touched our hearts so much, um, and we are with every purchase, I hope you can see this, with every purchase that you make or gift card that you make, every backpack that you purchase from the web link, that URL link, I am going to donate this bracelet, brand new, to every order that comes in. It has the infinity sign, love, the double hearts, and look, Olivia, the
Tell
little
me.
wings with the faux pearl. I love it. It's all white. It hooks. It's adjustable, links to your size, and it's free of charge. Just purchase something. purchase something, brand new bracelet. You can keep for yourself, donate it, give it as a gift, whatever you want. Just something else that, we're just striving to be there to help people however we can. And this is just a
I
way of.
That is super generous, LaDonna. I love it. I am a big fan of those bracelets. I've got several myself. They're a lot of fun to wear because they're such great quality, with the
Now,
stretchiness.
Olivia got the yellow one, when we did the Ukraine fundraiser. Remember?
Yes,
Yes,
this is for Ukraine fundraising.
yes.
Yeah.
And I think it has the butterfly, correct?
The
Which,
butterfly and the infinity symbol and the word love.
yes. And we did those for $4 each, around the clock, for anyone that wanted to purchase them, just to show their support. Well, this time we are doing free for this one. Olivia loved it so much. Look, she came back and purchased another one, different colors and have different things. But yes,
No, they're
I
super
love
fun to
these
wear.
bracelets.
Yeah, they're super fun to wear, and I'm so glad you have those white ones in stock. And that's super generous of you to include that as a bonus gift for every order shopping the fundraiser link, tinyurl.com/TLAS22. And it's so symbolic because it does have the angel wings, and that is their nonprofit logo and symbol. So that's a precious
Yes, and
reminder.
I wish Sydia, is it right, Sydia?
Sadia.
Sadia, I
Sadia.
always say that wrong.
Sadia.
I wish she was back on. I hope she's still listening. As soon as I get her address, I will be shipping one out free of charge to her, free shipping, everything, just so that she knows that we're here to support her. I cannot fly off to New York anytime soon. Wished I could. I would be there to fill those backpacks up. But you know what? I'm here to support her however I can, and that's by sharing the link, giving her free bracelets, and anyone else that purchases something using that URL. And we just want everyone to know, if you're listening out there, share us with everyone. This is such a great time.
Exactly. It was such a great time. And and it touches my heart too because there are so many things that we're not aware about, right? Because they're not happening locally in our communities. And so, like, I know you didn't grow up in a big city, metro area, like, and understand what the boroughs meant. Like, I
I had
visited
no
New
idea.
York, I've never lived, so it's just really fascinating to hear, like, someone that's gone through this particular experience and to make something for herself, like, to give back. Like, someone helped her and now she's helping others. And it's just remarkable that she turned something that may have been tragic for people into a triumph. And I think, LaDonna,
And
you've
I
encountered
love,
too. In your
I
own personal
have.
life, you've
I
overcome.
have. I've never experienced homelessness. I've never experienced going to bed hungry, but there's other things I have experienced that I had to pull up my bootstraps, and being the oldest of four, I've had to figure out how to figure it out, and make the best of what I could, making a lot of mistakes um, along the way because I just didn't know. But you know what? Here I am with a beautiful family, beautiful friends, have my own live shows, and just trying to be a great person,
You're an
trying to be a
overcomer.
helpful person.
You're an
So
overcomer, LaDonna.
I try to do my best. So, and you know what? Until you see a homeless child, because I heard of it my whole life, of so and so is in a foster home. In my mind, I don't count that as homeless because they're in a home. But you know what? Cydia is right. It is homeless. If you don't have your own home that you have your name on, you're homeless. But when you see one walking down the road that has no shelter till 7 p.m. when the shelter opens up, it is heart wrenching. And
Mm.
I never experienced that until I was an adult, just a few years ago. So, it's just amazing what life can bring us and we make out of it. But yes, but we didn't bring you on here to be sad. We want you to be inspired to help. all
And
of these people that need our help.
exactly. Yes,
Yes.
it's about bringing you information, having some awareness, no judgment. It's awareness, it's information, and being able to take a small action step towards that. Right. So, excellent.
Yes.
Well, I think it's time to go through some Monday Mojo tips. So we have gone
Yes.
through 20 of these Mojo tips with LaDonna, and she's going to wrap it up today with the last five. So this is 20 to 25 remaining Mojo tips with LaDonna. So let me share the screen and LaDonna take us through them. So hang on one second here.
We have been gone through a lot of Mojo, and we're going to keep bringing it to you. We did Christmas in July Mojo tips. We've been doing these 25. There's always a reason to have Mojo.
Always a
It's
reason.
kind of like, where is Fido? We're looking for our Mojo. Now
Exactly.
Olivia just has to push the magic buttons.
Here's the magic button. There you go. Monday Mojo.
There we go. All right, Monday Mojo 21 through 25. So exciting. Get ready because these are going to set you on fire. It's all about your mindset. We know it, but we have to hear it over and over again. Set your attitude, set your behavior, set the action, get busy. Come on, guys. You got to get busy at it. You've got to get it set up. Just like if you're going to go grocery shopping, don't go hungry. Get your list together, do your inventory, write the list, then go grocery shopping, right? It's the same. It's the same thing. Get ready, get your mindset, and make sure it's positive mindset. Number 22, reflect. All during our lives, we have to reflect. It's just the way it is. Each day, take time to reflect. In the morning, in the afternoon, during your lunch, after you put the kids to bed, whenever your good time, your quiet time, mine, first thing in the morning, even when my kids lived at home, I was up earlier than them. So I would get up, get hubby off to work. I would have about 20 minutes before I would have to get the girls up. And that was my only 20 minutes that was called LaDonna time. I would reflect on whatever it is I was going to do for the day or for the week. And I never thought too far off in advance of that. Find more positive things than negative things to reflect on. Don't sit there and be dramatic, or poor oh me. I know I have a broke leg, but I could have two broken legs. Just an example. Always find the positive side of each story because it is a story. It's going to get better. Things happen in threes, we say in this family. If we have a flat tire, two more things are going to happen. It's just the way it is. But just remember, someone else has it worse than you. It's just the way it is. All right, 23. Plan. Okay, it kind of goes back to that reflecting time. Plan each day in advance. Follow that plan. Use a day timer, a whiteboard, a phone, a note card, a notepad. Why I put all these examples? We're all different. Our minds are different. We are at different ages, but we all need a plan. Now, I'm going to go back to busy bee mom time. I had two daughters, and I always reflect back to that because I think mommies are the busiest people on earth. I really do. And my whole life, when I was a mom, working full time outside the house, a wife, all of those things all at the same time, I was the busiest ever. So Mark and I had, the girls and I would sit down with a calendar, like a little paper calendar, and we would do the menu of the week. And we would know, okay, these are the nights we were too busy to eat at home. So we would have to have, pizza night or McDonald's or whatever. We didn't have a big budget, so whatever the budget could do. And other nights it was like, oh, Dad was out of town, so we could have meatloaf. He doesn't like meatloaf. We can have meatloaf this week, So, but we had a plan. So when I went to the grocery store, I bought with that plan in mind. Well, we also had a whiteboard that was hung in the laundry room, and there was a reason. The laundry room went out to the garage where the cars were parked. So Misty would have softball practice, softball games. Dad was out of town. Christy had gymnastics. I would have to literally plan to pick them up from school, have snack in the car because we were running, especially if he was out of town. I'd have to get another mom to help me because I can't be in two towns and different places at the same time. But we were color coded. I was pink and Dad was blue. That told them who was taking them because we would alternate. And then, and then Misty and Christy had their own colors. But that's how that my family ran for years.
Oh my
And
goodness.
poor
Wow.
Erica's mom, which was Misty's best friend, she would always help me out because they were in basketball together, or, whose ever mom. Bailey's mom would have to help us sometimes, which was Christy's friend. I mean, we had to have friends sometimes because if Dad was in San Francisco for 6 weeks on training, I couldn't work my full-time job and get them from A to B. And, it was always in 2 different towns and I couldn't do it all. But that was my busiest time of my life. Now, I know today that most people probably don't use whiteboards. I still have one in my office for certain things, but Olivia probably doesn't have a whiteboard. She probably uses her phone for everything.
Yes.
But
My whole life.
it's taken me time. It's taken Olivia and my children and my grandchildren to teach me how to use my phone correctly in different ways, how to hook the Calendly up to the Google calendar and different things. But I know we have these smart refrigerators that give all of the menus out. You can put your menu on there and your day timers and all that on your refrigerator. Well, even if I would have had it in that time, I probably wouldn't have been able to figure it out. But whatever it is, I don't care if you write it on. I still have notepads. And see, it says here, Sherman Angels, tomorrow morning. I'm calling to see if Sherman has anything like the Angels because I need to get involved. I need to get involved. I don't know where I'm going to fit it in, but I need to get involved. If it's one day a month or whatever. But however you keep up with your life, keep up with it. Plan each day in advance. Now, when I was the busiest being a mom, my girls' clothes were all laid in the closet. You can wear anything on this rack. Daddy made a certain rack on each of their closets. Anything on this rack you can wear. Everything up here you cannot wear till we match it. They weren't old enough to match when I'm talking about these days. And they would have their own certain hair bows and hair clips and the certain shoes and socks because we had to be matched. Everything had to be. I came from a poverty home. I didn't have these. So my children were going to have matching lip gloss, matching hair bows, whatever. So they did. We all matched. But whatever it is that you want to keep up with, but I never plan more than a week in advance because life changes sometimes. Now I can plan for more than a week in advance because it's just me and Dad. Things don't change as often. But plan. Whatever it is that you're doing, I still have to make a plan.
Your
All right.
girl's super busy. I mean, on top of school, they had all those activities with gymnastics and softball and basketball.
Again, yes, because I wanted
Incredible.
them, whatever they wanted to do, if we could, I wanted them to experience these things, and so, yeah, We tried. And then they got, we had horses for a few years. And then they got boys and cars. And then the horses were not important. Or the matching hair bows, they weren't important either. But guess what? Daddy and I wasn't that important back then either. So get that. Don't stress. Where is your stress coming from, and define it? Okay, when I say don't stress, that doesn't mean don't stress that, the baby's in the hospital. That's not what I'm saying here. Don't stress if the hair bow doesn't match the sneakers. Don't stress if there's a stain on the sneakers. I used to stress about those things. Really, life is too short. It's about the journey. Enjoy it. Don't stress about the little things. And guess what? If you plan ahead, you will not stress as much because those little things don't pop up as often. So don't stress about the little things. Number 25, be ready. Be ready. Be kind to your mind. Educate and communicate is key. Mental health matters. Share a smile is free. You don't know what the person next to you at Walmart has went through today. It may be the only smile they get. You know what? They may not even deserve your smile, but it doesn't matter. It will make you feel better if you smile. And mental health, we don't have enough people to share the happy that goes with mental health. I can't say that enough. Be kind to your mind. Be kind to others. Educate yourself about how you think, about your mind. Communication is key. If I see Olivia is upset, I'm going to ask her, my friend, why are you upset? My husband forgot to tell me he loved me this morning. Well, we're going to talk about that for 2 minutes, and that's going to be it. Mental health matters. It matters. Do what you can. Tell people you love them. I love it.
Here's a smile for you, LaDonna.
You always give me smiles.
Oh my God. I love he said we're going to put a timer for 2 minutes. You can gripe for 2 minutes and then we're
Because
moving
you know
on.
what? I'm going to say, your husband told you he loved you last night. He told you before he got in the shower he loved you, and he must be really busy. But you know what? Sometimes our hearts do get hurt when they go off to work and don't tell us they love us. You know what? When Big Daddy does that, I'm on the phone. What'd you forget this morning?
I think we need to have Mark on the show sometimes and hear from his side.
Both of our husbands, right? And they could communicate about us. See, if you don't talk much about yours, you can tell you haven't been married quite as long yet.
We're still in our honeymoon phase. How's that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Awesome. Well, thank you, LaDonna. That's been a beautiful rundown of 25 top Mojo tips. And so really just appreciate hearing from your experience with raising family, being a mom, working mom, and sharing with us how we can stay in our mojo. Excellent. And they're still relevant for today. I mean, you're not as busy as before. It's just you and your husband right now, but these mojo tips apply anyway because now you're doing new things like focusing on your business. And
too, is sometimes when my girls get overwhelmed, I hope that I can guide them to maybe make it a little bit easier or give them another outlook on it. And the fur babies do keep us busy sometimes, but not like the girls do. But even my people like you, my friends, associates, people I talk to. I hope that, sometimes maybe I can give you guidance. Maybe I can give you an outlook differently than what you've already. I hope that when you and I talk on the lives, or you see the replays, or you see anything that has anything to do with what we are doing, that maybe it helps someone. One person at a time's better than none at all.
Yes, exactly. Awesome. Well, we are coming to the end of our show, but not before we do our favorite items reveal. So, if you are wondering what is there to shop for this fundraiser, what is available on homesweethometreasures.net, we got you covered. So every week, twice a week actually, so Monday Mojo and Throwback Thursday, we always feature a video, favorite items revealed, and these are things that LaDonna's pulling out and showcasing that's available on the website. And guess what? You can shop with our fundraising link. All right, so here we go. We're going to play the video and stick around, because after the video is when we share you the code word. Yes, there is a code word for today to help you shop. All right, 1 second here. Favorite items reveal.
So I'm here to give you just a sneak peek of a few items that we will be adding to our inventory online at www.homesweethometreasures.net. And here we go. Here is this wonderful, cute hanging jewelry display decor piece. It is a metal piece. And it does have a hook so that you can add your favorite, maybe towel, teacup, necklace. And look here, if you're going to add this as a jewelry holder, you can add so many items. Earrings here, a necklace here, a bracelet here. Look at all the different areas that you can hang your jewelry with all these little swirls and indented pieces. Look at that. Awesome piece. It does hang. Right now it is black, but if you wanted to paint it white, pink, yellow, green, whatever color your decor options are, you can do it. But it is perfect as black. Black matches everything. So a great decor piece or jewelry holder. So many items you can hang here. And look at this beauty. Probably, I'm going to say maybe a custom made piece. But on the other hand, I could very easily see this at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, MJ Designs, etc. So here we go. We are a family. Since before any of us were born, God planned for us to share our lives with each other. And then it goes on, but you can see the beautiful lace, trimming, beads, flowers. Gorgeous piece. It is like an 8x10 framed artwork decor piece. Here we go. We have this vintage set. They do need to be polished. Silver salt and pepper shakers. They are vintage. They do need to be polished. They have been cleaned and disinfected, but does need to be polished, as you can see. Beautiful vintage pieces. Here are a pair of earrings. They are clip-on earrings. I don't know if they are vintage or not. They look spectacular. They look brand new. Here's another pair of earrings. Look at these beauties. This is a seashell type earring here. And then it has the grays and the green beads. Beautiful, lightweight. All right, and then look at this spectacular fall decor piece. It does have the orange and black colors with some gold tone added to the leaves here. Cute, cute peas. All right, guys. I hope you have enjoyed our sneak peek preview of all of these items. Thank you so much. Have
Gotta love it. Gotta have it.
right.
So we hope you've enjoyed that sneak peek of all those preview items. They are available on the website. So go and shop. And we do have a code word. That code word for you today is Angels. Yes, Angels with an S. And that's a big shout out to Sydia Colbert. Thank you, Sydia, so much for being on our show today. Thank you so much for just letting us interview you and helping everyone, all of you, to meet Sydia and hear about her amazing mission to stop homelessness. And please go and check out the Los Angeles Society Facebook page. So to learn more about how you can get involved, if you're local to the New York area, find out ways you can get involved here. But of course, if you shop the code word, 50% off your order all day today, all night, Monday through Tuesday, midnight Central Standard Time, and tinyurl.com/TLAS22. So, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we are so looking forward to bringing on more guests. We've already got amazing reservations of people wanting to come on, so we're really, really excited about that. And it's all about just showcasing our connections. You know, we really love to highlight what other people in our community are doing.
Absolutely. And Olivia, I just want to tell everyone how thankful we are to have you be here for us each and every week. We do it for you. It's all about you. There's no reason for Olivia and I to be here without our viewers. So just keep watching, keep communicating with us.
And you know, one thing I learned the other day too, LaDonna, like someone told me, like, you know, to ask ourselves, this is one of those Mojo reflection questions. Am I getting better? And I want to just give you big kudos because when I think about you, you are getting better each and
Thank you.
every time. We are getting better each and every time.
We
And I
are
hope all
getting
of you,
better.
yeah, we are getting
We
much
are
better.
an awesome team together, I will have to say. NBC needs to connect with us.
NBC, ABC, QVC, HSN.
And
My
Kelly and Ryan, it'll be LaDonna and Olivia. And you know what? What we do, I feel like gives so much. It gives so much to everyone out there. I hope that everyone just gets a little bit of something that we say to you in a positive and set your minds in a positive way.
Exactly, exactly. So check in with your mojo. I showed you the exercise at the beginning. So, you know, how are we feeling? Just check in with your mojo. And don't
Exactly.
forget a bonus bracelet with your order. So when you shop this link with your fundraiser, specifically for the fundraiser, you'll get a bonus bracelet. LaDonna, do you have that to show again? The white bracelet
Yes.
with the
And
angel wings.
please let me run out of these, please. And you know what? But don't fear because you know I always take care of my customers. So you know I'm going to take care of the fundraiser customers because it's just something else that Mark and I do as Home Sweet Home Treasures. We give every fundraiser 20%, but then Mark and I match it for you, which gives 40%. Plus, if you use the code word angels, you're getting 15%. 55% of our profits are going out the door, and it's fine with us because we do this for you. And we're also giving you a free bracelet with it. And I love this bracelet. It is all about the project that we are supporting this month for sure. Those wings set it apart for sure.
Exactly. And we make it super easy for you with flat fee shipping. So $5 US and $10 international. Easy peasy.
Yes, and a whole lot of savings.
Whole
It's
lot of
all about
savings.
giving you the best deals, the best quality, and the best variety that you deserve.
Excellent. So tune in for Throwback Thursday this week. We're going to take you through some throwback school uniforms.
Woo! And we may just have to pull some throwback pictures and throw out there at us. Never know what you're going to find.
So stay tuned for that episode this week. It's all in theme of our August back to school special. So stick around for that. And of course, just a friendly reminder, send in those recipes to us for the recipe, contest we're running this month as well too. So have a good night, everyone. Talk to you soon.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. LaDonna McAbee from Home Sweet Home Treasures is your personal shopper. It's all about you. At Home Sweet Home Treasures, we aim to please, striving to give you the best deals, quality, and variety that you deserve. It is LaDonna's pleasure to give you the best customer service on all of your new with tag, new, like new, and vintage items. Lots of hugs and lots of love as we learn and work together to save our earth one landfill at a time. Be kind to one another. Remember, it's all about the journey. Thank you for supporting small local businesses such as LaDonna McAbee of HomeSweetHomeTreasures.net. Please support our August fundraiser benefiting the Los Angeles Society. And this is an organization started up by Sydia Colbert. Many thanks to Sydia for being our Monday Mojo guest speaker tonight. We truly enjoyed her time. And please do what you can to support the upcoming back to school fundraiser. Shop tinyurl.com/TLAS22. A picnic is a state of mind and can be made anywhere. Happy National Picnic Month for all of August. Please get those recipes in. We'd love to hear from you. Share with us your favorite recipes for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and your name will be entered in the gift card giveaway. Thanks again for watching this episode of Monday Mojo. See you next time.